impress. Not like a fifth grader making funny surprised eyes to his guys back in the back of the classroom. Because God's not calling us to get more attention, not causing dissension, or going back to our churches and homes to cause a rift, because we've been given a gift, and it's one that must be unwrapped with love, beginning with divine words from above. Deuteronomy 6 entered the mix of God's children making families. Eternity began not as a plan to live always, but as a way of making sure your family knew life in all ways. And it all stays in the family as children turn to grand. Your home takes a stand for kingdom. It doesn't happen by taking them to church or making sure they know all the answers, like dancers in a last-minute flash mob, hoping they catch on to every step. But meanwhile, our parents haven't kept their part of the bargain. The blood covenant's been sealed. Thankfully, Christ has been revealed. Now grace is the basis for parenting. And it's apparent that as we lead those leading others, those fathers and mothers, we must do much more than gather, much more than slather on another layer of God's transforming presence while they're sitting in the pew, but when they leave not knowing what to do, as if they haven't got a clue. And I know it's true, because like many of you, I'm not only driving buses and leading songs and righting wrongs and using the pulpit to make points that aren't too subtle. I'm also the foundation of daily cuddle puddles. I've got a home full of girls growing, and I'm the one called to be showing them the ways God calls us to live. And I've got so much more to give than so many churches give their parents credit for. As they leave the door, they leave the mantle behind, giving in to the daily grind, and we find after years of preaching and teaching, we've forgotten who we're reaching. But we're beginning to remember. We're beginning to remember the body across the generations, and in God's grace and patience, He smiles, all the while refraining from giving us a cosmic, "I told you so." As His love continues to flow, we realize it never ended, even as we befriended the world and forgot the ways of our King. But years ago, the alarm began to ring, and so today we sing a new song about where discipleship belongs, not in sanctuaries, but in living rooms, in dining rooms, in bedrooms, in backyard bonfires, and so our family conspires to build a kingdom. Through blessing and grace, our homes set aside time and space, slowing the pace of this world being hurled through lists to do. No longer in the pew, these fathers and mothers enabled to be resourced to do more than attend. Their homes become places that send future generations of Christ followers into the world where kingdom is breaking and our King is taking, claiming more territory every day, not because we've taught them how to stay regular attenders, but because they're becoming senders. Like images stamped on the metal, we're learning not to settle for kids who know what to say, and we're showing families the way. How to live His commands, taking a stand for long life, obeying through strife, and loving the Lord with hearts assured, soul and strength. Eternal life, not only in length, but in breadth and in depth. They're taking the steps and binding words on foreheads, hands, and doorframe. Not only in name, but in deed, He provides for our needs. And as Christ succeeds, we realize the beauty of handing over our definition of success and continue to impress.